Hey y'all, I have been in the garden all day, chilling up the new spot over there. That's why I'm all dirty. But when I was doing a walkthrough in the raised bed garden, I saw something with my garlics that was weird. Now, I did a test pull the other day, about 2 weeks ago, and it was only still one clove. And when I read everything, it said that most time you don't pull until late June, early July. The garlic does have a couple leaves at the bottom that are already died off, which they say you pull then, but when I did a test pull and it wasn't multiple cloves, I was like, well, maybe it's not ready yet. So I left it. Well, when I walked around today, the tops of one of them looked weird, so I pulled it. So the tops were like real curly, and it looked like new growth. So when I pulled it, this is what it is. So I'm assuming this was one clove, and I let it go too long because here are all the dead leaves. So we had multiple dead leaves on the bottom, and I left it in there too long, so the clove of garlic opened up and started to re-sprout. So I think it's best that we go ahead and pull all these garlics. This was kind of my first time. I mean, I've planted them before, but they never did anything. They died. We had a really weird winter too. It got really cold, but then it got extremely hot for like a week, then got back cold, then got extremely hot again. So I don't know if the weather messed it up. I may not be able to grow garlic here where I'm at, or it may be me. It's probably me. But we're gonna pull all of them today because if they're all doing this is kind of mushy, so we can't even eat that. I'm not going to eat it. I may pull them apart and try to save the cloves and replant them. We can try that experiment, but we're going to pull everything in this bed today to see what we got and if anything is good, or do we have a bed of ruined garlic. So here we go. So as you can see, there are some dead leaves on the bottom. So I'm just going to get in here and start pulling them, and we're going to see what we got. So like this one is split open. So I think it seems to only be one bulb, but it's gonna split open and start growing again. So I'm confused on what's going on with these. I don't know, it may just be my weather's weird. Same with this one. We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually have 6 leaves that are dead, but it's just one clove. And now this one's hard, so we might be able to eat that one, or we might just end up saving it for next year. This one done the same thing, so it came apart and then started re-sprouting. So we may keep these cloves and try to replant them. That one looks like 2 cloves stuck together on that one, which I planted them individually. There was not 2 cloves on any of them, but these are 2 plants. So I don't know if one fell out of my hand and they both fell in the hole when I planted them. So it's really big around, but it just feels like one large lump. So I don't know. I think it's something I did wrong, but not sure. All right, we got all of them pulled. Not really sure. I'm going to do more research. This is probably one of the biggest ones. It's about the size of the palm of my hand. it doesn't feel like multiple cloves in there. It feels like one clove. So I don't know. I don't know if when you dry them out and then once you cure them and then you open them up, that there'll be multiple cloves. I thought you should be able to feel it. This is the first time that garlic's ever did anything. It's only the second time I've ever planted it. So I guess I will do some more research up on these and see. We did have a lot that did this. So as there's multiple leaves that are dyed on this one, and it's split open, and then every one of them started sprouting. So multiple ones are sprouting on this. So I don't know if we can bust them open and save them and replant them, or if they're just no good or what. So I'm going to do a little more research on this and figure out if I have any that are edible, any that are going to be able to be planted next year, and try to figure out what we did wrong and correct it for next year. So this is 2024's garlic that did not do as planned, but it was fun trying to grow it, and we will try again next year. Bye, y'all.